Nope. I'm nervous. Back me up. So, we love Ghibli. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unforgiving Otakus. My name is Mackenzie, and as you can see, I am alone today. Not because we're fighting about the name, but there is a huge debacle which I would like to touch on first. We have changed our name from Unforgiving Kikyo on our socials to Unforgiving Otakus, and now we kind of want to change it to Wotakus. I'm not going to say who prefers one name or the other, but the polls are taking place on Facebook. So if you want to vote for our name, I think we're going to keep them open for about 2 to 3 weeks. So go and vote, please. We cannot come to agree on one, so we need your help. So today it is just me, Mackenzie, one half of the duo, Mackenzie and Caitlin, for Kikyo's Unforgiving Anime Podcast. We talk about anime things every Sunday at 12 p.m. And if you could take a second to go click subscribe and like the video, and if you leave a comment, that also really helps. And if you return every week and leave a comment, that really helps push our videos out there. So thank you. I would like to say thank you to our currently 17 subscribers that we have. So this video is mainly to introduce myself. I thought it would be good for you to see Caitlin and I and kind of where we came from, our current interests and hobbies, and how we got here to our anime podcast. I love to be outdoors. I love to paint. I love to read books. I'm a very artsy, also gamer girly. My favorite time spent is with my loved ones. My life these days mostly consists of working on the longevity and permanence of our podcast because I really want this. I want to keep doing this, and I love what we're doing. It's very exciting. I think we have good content. As far as I know, and don't quote me because I've done research, I've found solo female podcasters about anime, but they're typically also reviewing games, or they're always doing something else. Sometimes it's a lot of cosplay. We are strictly, as of right now, content-based. Now, not to say we're not ever going to talk about games, because we will, or we're not ever going to talk about or do cosplays, because I'm sure that we will. We are really here for the content. We're really here for the anime. We're not just girlies trying to get views. We're actually trying to weeb out. So I have been spending a lot of time creating, again, permanence for this channel, because this is our new home, and this is where we plan to be for the rest of time, which is just full circle why we need you to go vote on our name, because that's what we're going to be calling our podcast for the rest of forever. So here is my lifelong history with anime. So it started for me in kindergarten. I actually was in a Japanese class, kindergarten through 8th grade, so 8 years. My teachers were Mr. Oshima, or Oshima Sensei, and Mrs. Sessler, or Sessler Sensei. And my favorite part of Japanese class not only was the food, the culture, being able to go on awesome field trips, but the anime. Because it was cool that you could, of course, watch TV in class. Who doesn't want to do that? But the fact that it was anime, and a lot of it, almost all of it, was Ghibli films. Ghibli films were the first anime that I've seen that was real anime. After I would get home from elementary school, in the evenings, my dad and I would play Zelda. So that basically turned me into loving anything that was fantasy, fiction, or had a male protagonist that would in some way, shape, or form be a hero at the end of the day. So you could say that my journey started around 6 or 7 years old in kindergarten when I started viewing Ghibli films. Or you could say it started around 12, 13-ish when I was hanging out with my cousins and I finally got to see Inuyasha on Adult Swim. It really did start with Inuyasha, although I did see these Ghibli films. That is really what deep-rooted this love for the Japanese culture and the entertainment industry especially. But Inuyasha was this is a personal thing. It's not me having to watch a show in school, because when you're watching something in school, you know that the teacher, that it's not meant to be fun and exciting. You're being shown this film for a reason. Watching Inuyasha was a lot more personal. It was I wanted to do this. I loved this boy. He was going to be my boyfriend when I grew up. It was more personal and more for myself than any of the original Ghibli films were, which that does change in my later years, probably my late teens, early 20s. I watched all the Ghibli films except for like 3. So Inuyasha was my first love. That was the first anime that really was the gateway for me to watching all other animes, because where I took it was from Inuyasha to Ranma 1/2. Both of these films are Rumiko Takahashi films. Ranma being in 2002 in the US, originally aired Ranma in Japan 1989, so it is much older, but I did watch that second. It's a lot more inappropriate, and personally I think Ranma just as funny as Inuyasha, but a little bit more comical, because there's a lot more moving parts and there's a lot of things going on. It's very fast moving. Basically after Inuyasha and Ranma, the rest is history. Here's a short list of animes that I've watched where I haven't like weebed out about them like I have on our podcast with Evangelion, Inuyasha, and Ranma, or soon to be Ranma. Oops, spoiler. But we will, because our plan is to cover all animes. There is no audience that we're aiming for. There's no limits here. Like, everything that we're doing, we want to cover all animes. We love them all, and we're ready to watch them all, as long as they're kind of appropriate. Bastard, Delicious in Dungeon, Sword Art Online, Rurouni Kenshin, Dragon Ball, what else? How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, Black Clover, Food Wars, Spirited Away, Ponyo, Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, Maid Sama. We love Maid Sama. Ooh, The Rising of the Shield Hero, 7 Deadly Sins, Code Geass, Vampire Knight. Oh shit, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. Ouran High. Rurouni Kenshin, which I did just find out about the creator of Rurouni Kenshin, and we can go in depth in that in a different video. It's very unfortunate because I like stan that anime, and now I probably will not. I know I won't give any money to the creator, so bummer. Way to ruin your life. My Hero Academia could be like on my top 3, maybe top 5, but probably top 3. My Hero is so good. If you think My Hero's good, drop a comment of like a hero emoji or your favorite character, your favorite hero with their quirk. Oh shit, what was the Kaze no Stigma? Shana no Shana, I believe it's called. She has red hair, you know what I'm talking about. No Shana, you know what I'm talking about. Drop it in the comment. Haiku, Kakeguri, Fruits Basket. Oh, I love Fruits Basket. So cute. You are Fruit Basket. My Neighbor Totoro. I don't want to name every Ghibli film. Miyazaki is the only anime creator that did not sexualize women when he created them in his entertainment series. We appreciate you, Miyazaki-san. Did I watch Ah My Goddess? Oh no, it's on my list, but I think I watched episode 1. That doesn't count. Take that out of there. Cut that shit out. Oh, Blue Exorcist. Great anime. Didn't I cry? I think I cried when I watched that. Blue Exorcist, fantastic. What was before Black Clover? It was Rising of the Shield Hero. I rewatched it. Highly recommend. Rising of the Shield Hero could easily be, oh, I can't make the number list. It's top 3. I haven't watched Avatar. I watched the live reenactment of Avatar. Was it the series? I believe the series that came out on Netflix, 2024. Fantastic. Not as good as the One Piece live reenactment, which is the reason that I'm watching One Piece, by the way, because I never would have tried to take a gander at a series so large, but because of the live reenactment, I will. Because I heard there's great arcs between Arlong and one other person that I can't remember because I've only watched 2 seasons, which also doesn't count. No, I didn't watch that. I'll be safe and sound before the rain. Those are all the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. So a short but kind of long list, and not limited. There's many more. I just literally can't think of them at this exact moment. So as you can see, my taste evolved over time. As of right now, I could say that I'm into a lot more of like the seinen, josei, more adult animes, more psychological. Of course, I still love my shonen and shoujos, mostly shonen. I've always liked animes that have a male protagonist. And obviously I have a soft spot for Studio Ghibli, as you heard. So between Rumiko Takahashi, Studio Ghibli, and a few other creators, I'm still kind of building like my weeb base here. Like what do I truly like? And just recently I have watched Black Clover. That's one of my most recent watches that I didn't watch when I was younger, obviously, because it's very new. Anyways, Black Clover could be peak anime. tell me why you don't like Asta. Because Asta is the best. I'm constantly discovering new shows, and that's one of the things that I love about anime, and it's probably one of the reasons that, on my part, I decided that I did want to start this podcast with Caitlin, because there's no limit here. There's no limit to how many reviews we can do, how many memes we can rank, how many characters we can rank. We can do the battles. Is this person and this person going to win over this person? Who would win? Like I said, lately I've been weaving my way through Ranma, the 1989 version, to prep for the release of Ranma 2024 on October 5th, which will be airing on Netflix. Why is Netflix the best place to watch anime? Please tell me. It's because you can skip the intro and the end and the recap if you want. So again, my watch list is always growing, and it's very excited to see where all of these series are going to take me. I would love if you would drop a comment and recommend one of your favorite animes, because we do have a running anime list or a watch list, both on Instagram for you to see, but also we have a larger master list that's kind of like secret right now while we're working on our Patreon. You will be able to view our watch list and see how much content and when the content comes out that we will be talking about the anime of your choice. So tune in. Stay tuned, subscribe. As part of Unforgiving Otakus, Caitlin and I both love discussing old and new animes. So please feel free to suggest anything. As of right now, like I said, we're watching Ranma, but we do have fantastic things planned in the future. Right after we talk about Ranma 1989 season 1, we will be talking about the new Ranma 2024. Of course, I hope they release the first season, but Netflix has this way of doing things where they'll release like one part and then 2 weeks later another part. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping for the best. We are currently planning a new project, and I don't want to reveal too much just yet, but let's say it's going to be bigger, bolder, and newer, and something that will get you guys like talking, like something that you are going to love. It's a newer anime. We're mapping out a timeline so that you can kind of get excited. We're going to keep doing these announcements. We're also hosting a Ranma watch party on Facebook if you would like to watch Ranma season 1 while we watch it, to kind of prepare for not only the release on October 5th, 2024, but for our next video, which will be the review, so we can all watch it together, and then you can watch the review and how we felt about what we all just watched. We also started a Discord chat, so if you want to go in there and chat during the watch party, please feel free. All of these links are on our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So that was a little bit about me, a lot about anime, a lot less about like my artwork and the games I like to play, but like this is what's taking up my life right now, is Unforgiving Kikyo Anime Podcast. Thank you for sticking around. I am very happy that I got to share a little bit about myself and kind of give you some more knowledge as to why we're here and how committed we are to really making this entire thing work. Be sure to join us this Sunday at noon or next Sunday at noon, depending when you're watching, for our next episode of our anime podcast. Keep watching, keep loving, and keep being unforgiving. And yourself. This is Mackenzie, and I am signing off of our Unforgiving Otakus solo podcast. Bye-bye!